Namaste friends, my name is Kausalya Krishnamurthy. In the last episode, we have learned how to find the square root of a perfect square. What if we have an imperfect square? How do we find out the square root for an imperfect square? In today's episode, we shall learn how to find out an approximate square root of an imperfect square. To find the square root of an imperfect square, first we should know the nearest square and its square root. Come, let us take an example and see how the steps goes. So let us take an example, root 10. Root 10 is a imperfect square. Now, which is the closest or the nearest perfect square for root 10? It will be root 9. And square root of root 9 is 3. Now, we know the first step is to find the nearest perfect square and its square root. Let us call this as x. In our next step, whatever the given number is, then we have to minus x square from the given number. Now, we have 10, then x square, x is 3, x square will be 9. So, you write 9 which will be 1 and we call this as y. Now, in the last step, you write x which is 3 and then plus y by 2x. Y is 1 divided by 2x. 2 into 3. If you observe here, root 10 is greater than 9. So, we are adding it here. So, this becomes 3 plus 1 divided by 6. 1 divided by 6 will be 0.1666, which we can approximately write it as 0.17. So, this becomes 3 plus 0.17. So, it is 3.17. So, the square root of root 10 is 3.17. Now, let us take another example. I am going to take root 14. So, which is the closest square root for root 14? It is root 16. So, square root of root 16 is 4. Now, first step we found the nearest perfect square root and let's call it as x. So, here 4 is x. In the second step, find given number minus x square. What is the given number? 14. Then minus x square. X is 4. 4 square is 16 and that will be minus 2. So, let's call this as y. Now, in the next step, write x which is 4 plus y by 2x. Y is minus 2 by 2 into x. 2 into x is 4. So, here this 2 and this 2 gets cancelled. We are left with 4 minus 1 divided by 4 and this is 0.25. So, 4 minus 0.25 will be 3.75. So, root 14's square root will be 3.75. Now, let us take one more example, but this time we will take a bigger number and see if we can still find out the square root of an imperfect square. So, let's take an example, root over 5000. Now, which is the closest square for root 5000? That will be root 4900, sorry. So, which is 70. Now, what is the next step? Find given number minus x square. So, given number is 5000 and minus x square will be 4900, which is 100. Now, this is x and this is y. In the next step, you write x, which is 70, plus y, which is 100, divided by 2 into x, 2 into 70. This gets cancelled. So we have 70 plus 5 divided by 7. So this will be approximately 0.71. So this is 70.71. So root over 5000, the square root of this imperfect square will be 70.71. Now let us take one more example. Let us take root over 8000. Which is the closest perfect square for 8000? That will be 8100. So now what is the square root of 8100? Which will be 90. Now find the given number minus x square. Here let's call 90 as x. Given number is 8000 minus x square, which is 8100. So we got minus 100, and let's call this as y. In the last step you write x, which is 90, and plus y, which is minus 100, divided by 2 into 90. So this will be 90 plus, it will be minus 90 minus 5 divided by 9. So this will be 90 minus 5 divided by 9. So this is 0.56. When you minus 90 minus 0.56, it will be 89.44. So friends, in today's episode we have learned how to find out a square root of an imperfect square. For this, you should know the nearest perfect square. Then only you will be able to find out the square root. However, whatever we learned today is a shortcut method. But do you know actual or a standard method what is used to find out the square root of a number? If you know that, do comment. Thank you.